The world is changing the way it eats. We know there's a food revolution happening. People are looking to plant-based protein for a variety of reasons. And what Manitoba has is really special. We have all the pieces of the puzzle that are needed for our province to become a global epicenter. So as someone who's from Manitoba, born and raised, I'm really excited for this. I feel this is a once-in-a-generation opportunity to really try to leverage what Roquette has brought here and to really drive forward the economic development in our province. Roquette is a family-owned business, and I think that a lot of that family dynamic trickles down into the environment that we work in here. We've started a wave here. We're the anchor tenant of Manitoba's plant-based protein sector. The plant can feed everyone. It's kosher, halal, organic certified. So the products that come out of our plant, they can fit into anyone's diet, anyone's needs. And I think that's really part of what drives me to come to work every day. It's just that amazing connection and this realization that it's not just good for Manitoba, but it's going to be great for the world too. One of the things in my past that I don't really talk about that often with folks is that I started my life in poverty. So there was a lot of times when I was growing up that we didn't have a full cupboard, that we did have empty tummies at the table. So food has been a real focus for me. Roquette is very focused on sustainability, and it's been at the core of what they do from the get-go since 1933 when they were founded. And it translates perfectly here at the Portage pea protein plant because you know that they located the plant here in Portage La Prairie as a matter of sustainability. They wanted to locate as close to their raw material source as possible. So we purchase our yellow peas from farmers in Manitoba and Saskatchewan. So just the actual placement of the plant was the start of sustainability. I have a large network just by the nature of my work, but it's not always large enough, and the Chamber can accelerate that and connect you really quickly with the people that you need. Part of the value of the Chamber really became apparent to me during the pandemic. There was a certain amount of comfort in knowing that they were connected to government officials and they were relaying the challenges that businesses had. So for me, that was not work I could do during that time period. I just simply didn't have time. I think when you look at the value that the Chamber has brought to Roquette, I think that value, it's certainly paid for itself during the pandemic, and it continues to pay for itself. That's not something we could have done without them. The future for Roquette in Canada is exceptionally bright. Everyone that's come on board in the past few years to start this plant up and to work at the plant is brand new, and it's really made us a very solid team. And I know that the work I'm doing here alongside my colleagues is going to make an impact. We are going to be feeding the world from this plant. We're helping to focus on sustainability. We're helping to diversify the world's protein sources. And all of that packaged together, it makes it really easy to come to work every day. I think that Roquette is a good case study for why joining your local chamber and your provincial chamber is really important for doing business.